Join us on our journey and meet a lot of startup founders. And for that, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you don't want to miss anything, then click on the bell icon and never ever ever miss anything about High on Startup. Ever thought that you've been to an airport and you're facing the issue that what you want to buy, instead of that you're getting every other thing on the list in the market? Do you know why that happens? Because you don't have Airwhizz, and that's why we are here on High on Startup to introduce you to Mr. Rishabh, who's one of the co-founders of Airwhizz, and we are going to start asking you and nudging you with all the questions that we have today. But the first question that I have is, what is the entire concept of Airwhizz about?
So, Airwhizz is a platform which we have created to bring users and airlines and airport vendors all together. So the idea started off back 10 years back when I got into aviation, and we have a ground handling company called Janus Aviation, which provides services at almost 12 airports in the country. And while we were providing services, we realized that there are a lot of passengers who have issues in terms of, when will the flight land, is it on time, when will I get wheelchair services, what is there to eat, what is there to shop, a lot of questions which come across. And we were solving this on a personal basis whenever somebody used to come across. And we also have a software company, we create ERP applications. So while doing this, I figured out that if we can bring the tech and the aviation all together and solve this problem, wherein the noise around aviation can be resolved. So that is something which we are trying to do with Airwhizz.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, sorry to cut you there, but my question now is, why the name Airwhizz? Why not something else? How did you come up with that?
Right. So we were looking for a lot of things. We were thinking, how can we make the product sound similar to what we are trying to do? And Whizz is again a wizard, right? So somebody who knows everything about the airport and something like that. So Air is basically the airport, and Whizz is somebody who will be able to assist you and knows the right information which you need. So that is where Airwhizz basically came from.
So it's a pretty neat and smart plan of giving the customers what they require and also removing. It's called like abstraction in a way. That solves a lot of issues. Okay, so now my question to you is that while you've started your journey, how your journey has been this far?
So it's been almost around 1.5 years since we have started on this Airwhizz thing. This is in December 2015 is when I moved to Delhi, specifically for this project. And the main idea was to bring all the information together. Now the problem is, if you look at railway, sadly railway is much more organized in terms of information. You know when the train is going to arrive, all those things are available, right? But when it comes to flight data, nothing is organized. So we got in touch with airports, we got in touch with airlines and trying to bring a lot of data together, which has been a little difficult. But over the last 1.5 years, we have been able to get a lot of data together, and right now we can provide a lot of accuracy in terms of the flight data. And in fact, even when the airports have gone silent, the app is able to provide you a notification when the boarding starts, notification when the gate changes and stuff like that, which is pretty accurate and pretty useful to the passenger.
Okay, now this question might sound a little fishy to you, because now that I'm having this conversation, I feel like I should ask you this. Do you have any competitors in this? Because I haven't heard of any such application earlier.
Right. So passenger experience at the airport is a very important point, which is being tried to solve by a lot of players. Right? So airlines are trying to do it on their own, airports are trying to do that on their own. But a global app which is trying to do that is not really there right now. But we are trying to partner with the airport and airlines to come up with a solution which is really working for the passenger. Right? At the end of it, how many airline app or how many airport app would you download? Right? So we are trying to come with something which is a global solution, and everybody can partner into that, and then the passenger can get benefit out of that. So that's the basic idea behind this. We don't really have a lot of competitors directly, but we see there are a lot of people we would want to partner with and bring a solution to the user.
Okay, amazing. So now I want to know that what are all the issues that you faced while you were running your startup or are running your startup, and you're facing the issues currently as well?
So data, as I already mentioned, is a big issue which we are getting. Also is partnerships is something which something we are trying to get a lot of people on board. So since it's a new concept, people are not able to understand how a third party can deliver value to a passenger. If there's an airline going to somebody, they understand. If there's an airport going, they understand. But if there's a third party going, it becomes a little difficult. But we have been able to get headways into this. So we have some big names like Premium Plaza. We have Uber also on the platform now. We have been in talks with Ola to bring them on the platform. A lot of big players who are now understanding the value we are able to bring in, and probably in 6 months' time we should see a lot of players coming onto the platform. So that is what we are very excited about.
And I wish you all the good luck.
Thank you.
And now talking about that, I would want you to give a tip, or maybe two, or whatever you want to say to the budding entrepreneurs who wish to come in your line of work. I mean, what are the things they should avoid? What are the things that they should make sure that they do? What would be a tip from an entrepreneur like you?
Right. So I'm pretty new to this. Right? Effectively, if you look at a startup world, I have had other ventures which I've done, but startup I'm still a little new. But I would say persistence is the most important thing. You would find a lot of things, a lot of people telling you things are not working for you. That is not a great idea, that this will not work. But I think persistence is the most important thing. If you have found a pain point somewhere, you need to stick to it, and one way or the other your startup will find a solution to it. I think that is the most important thing. If you lose heart or if you just give in the middle, then I think eventually nothing will really work. So that is something I strongly feel.
Again, if sometimes you stress out, and to bust that stress, what do you need to get high on?
So I am very high on the startup right now, and I don't think there's anything else which is required till the time you're passionate about the startup which you're doing. So I think that works fine.
So he is high on his startup, and he's actually very, very high on his startup, as he says. And I'll tell you one thing, when he comes up with a solution, when he got to know about the need, he brought that into the market, and you should learn that. And absolutely sticking to your dream and getting your vision to come true is what you really require. And that's why I tell you, go download your application. The link of the website is down below. Meanwhile, subscribe to the channel and keep watching our videos.